Jumping out the whip, shit cold. Watching my step gram froze. Most my days spent alone. Same with my bro, he knows. Ay, gotta pay dues. Walking in mud, you can check my.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another vlog. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Chanina. Hey girl, hey. Y'all, I look a hot mess. I know. I took my scarf off and this is where we at. I did not finish my hair last night as intended. Your girl was tired, okay? So I got it off. I'm gonna try to get it done today. Scent of the Day, Mystic by Nicole Miller. Smells really good. Y'all, tell me why I had to block somebody on Instagram for the first time ever, okay? I don't even be on Instagram like that. But somebody kept calling my phone, and it was so weird because I was like, what is that noise? I kept hearing a noise, and it was like starting to freak me out, right? And I realized it was coming from my phone. So I was like, oh, okay. What's going on with that? I'm thinking Livy done downloaded something, and it's just making noises. But it was like this ring. Girl, tell me why I had like all these missed calls from somebody trying to video call me from Instagram. I'm like, what? Okay, whatever. So I ignore it. You know, it starts ringing again, and I ignore it. But then it kept going. Then I was looking at it. I was like, you know what? How many times this person has called me, and who is this? Okay. So, girl, I go through all the missed video calls, and it had started like in the middle of the night. Okay, this person started calling me from Instagram in the middle of the night and was blowing me up, and I kept hearing this ringing. So they got blocked. Okay, when I figured out how to block somebody, because I've never had to block anybody on Instagram before, so that was a new one for me. The moment I figured out how to block them, that's exactly what happened. Because I'm like, who are you? Girl, no profile picture, nothing. Okay? I'm like, nobody. I don't even be on Instagram like that. And I sure don't be calling nobody or talking to nobody on Instagram either. Or Facebook. None of that, you know? Girl, that was crazy. That was like weirding me out. Because y'all know I've been sitting here, you know, trying to catch all these horror movies and stuff. And, you know, getting into the scariness of the season. Yo, stuff like that be having me, it be having me tripping. Like, stop playing with me. Gosh, I watch too much paranormal stuff and girl, play too much. Yeah, put your head under the water, baby. Can't wash your hair when your hair not under the water. Okay, there we go. And we are back. It is still the same day. It's still Sunday. It's just a little bit later in the day. So, I have been quite the busy little girl. Or, oh, that didn't even sound right. Busy little girl? I'm a grown woman. Anyway, y'all, so dinner's done, taco night, but it wasn't taco shells or tortillas. We did the Dorito nacho chips, and it was amazing. You know, when I went to Kroger, there must be like a shortage on dairy products because they literally, I should have took a picture. They literally didn't have any cheese, no shredded cheese stocked up, no sour cream, barely any milk, but they had all of the expensive creamer though. And there was a lot of boxes everywhere. Like the first sour cream that I picked up was literally out of a box. But then when I got to the register, it was busted open and I had to take it back. I had to scan it to see how much it was. It was $3. I was like, oh my gosh. So I went back, and as I was passing the orange juice inside of the little, one of the little spots where they would put like the Minute Maid juices, there was like 3 little sour cream tubs in there that were marked down. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Let me check the date, make sure these aren't going to go bad tomorrow. And let's roll, because I'll pay $1.25 for some sauerkraut. I think that's how much it was, $1.25 or $1.29 before I paid $3, girl. And I had a Kroger digital coupon too, and they didn't even have no Kroger brand sour cream. This was Simple Truth organic brand of sour cream that I picked up in the reduced. But anyway, so I did not film my hair for the other video. Well, you know what? I filmed me washing it yesterday, but I didn't film me actually putting it in this ponytail. Right after I blow dried Olivia's hair, I just slicked my hair up into a ponytail. I was going to do like this little style in the front, but my new growth is peeking in, and it's all white. That's the first time I've noticed that. Like, I know, I look at my hair all the time, and I know I have gray hairs, and I'm used to seeing it like gray, but this is the first time that I've ever seen my roots white. And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be the old lady that has white, silvery type of hair, like white hair, instead of like gray or salt and pepper gray. I wonder how that's gonna look. I don't want to know anytime soon, but I want to know, but I'm curious as to how that's gonna look. That's probably gonna look really interesting. Hopefully I still have a youthful look when I get old enough, or when I get to the point where I want to embrace my gray hair and just start letting it grow out, which I kind of feel myself coming to that point just a little bit, because I'm kind of getting over dyeing my hair. Like, this dye has been lasting way longer than a semi-permanent, and I should have and I knew better, y'all. The science of color, I went to school for all of that. I know better. I know that a semi-permanent does not last long. That's why they call it a rinse, because eventually it just rinses out. But a semi-permanent lifts your hair color and then applies hair color. I know that, I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but it's a chemical. So a semi-permanent hair color is a chemical. It lifts the color of your natural hair and then apply whatever color it is of the bottle that you purchased, basically. This time, instead of doing a semi-permanent, because semi-permanents do not last on my gray hairs for long at all, even the ones that say full gray coverage, they just really don't work on mine. And so this last tube of color that I bought, it was dang, what's the brand? I think it was a Clairol brand, but it was a demi-permanent. No, it was Wella. So what, the Wella brand, I bought that, and I forget what shade, but it's the shade that my hair is now, like a dark brown. And that's been lasting. That honestly lasts way longer. So if you're somebody who has gray hair growing in and you like to color your hair because you're not really ready to embrace your grays just yet, go for a demi-permanent. A demi-permanent does not lift your hair color. It just applies the hair color. So, you know, That's all it does. It's not going to lift your hair, and it lasts long. It lasts longer than the semi-permanent. So that's what I have in my hair now. But anyways, my new growth is coming in, and it's white. So I was like testing it out to see how it was going to look. So I like did one little braid, and it was like brown, white, brown, white, brown, white. And I was like, oh, that's a little funky. I don't like that. I'm not ready for that. So I just said, okay, that plan is out. And I just slicked it back, because even though you can still see some of the grays in the front, it blends better than if I part my hair. And that's how I noticed that my gray was white, because I wanted my part to be really clean. And so I was really paying attention. And I pay attention to my hair all the time, but I'm so used to seeing my gray hairs that I don't pay attention to it as much. But this time I needed a really clean part. And that's how I noticed that my hair that was growing in is white. And I kept looking. I was like, wow, interesting. But yeah, so Olivia's hair is washed and blow dried. Y'all, I love that blow dryer. Oh my gosh. I mean, it kills two birds with one stone for me, because it cuts down the time of drying and it stretches the hair as it's drying, versus me using a flat brush or the comb attachment on the hair dryer trying to stretch her hair out. And it, I think that she's more comfortable. I can tell her demeanor is more relaxing when I'm using that hairbrush dryer versus how it was when I was just using a regular blow dryer with the comb attachment or a brush trying to stretch out her hair, right? But yes, absolutely love it. So we stretched out her hair. She has picture day on Wednesday, so she wants her hair to look fresh and clean. So I just went ahead and did that part, and then we just put it in a ponytail so she can wear a ponytail for the next couple of days. And then, tomorrow, and then Tuesday night, I'll go ahead and braid her up and then wrap her ponytail, and then boom. Because she's a wild sleeper, so I already know how it's going to look on Wednesday. So we're going to do it like that. With her hair, I did get my nails done. I didn't go get them professionally done, but I did repaint them. So that's in the other video that I am putting together. I've gone through YouTube and hearted all of the comments that I could see. I'll have to log out and log back in, because there were some comments again that I was able to see on my phone, but I can't see them on my account for some reason on the computer. So I don't know what's up with that, y'all. But if I heart your comment, that just means I appreciate you watching the video. I appreciate you leaving the comment, and that's just me acknowledging that I see your comment and I appreciate your comment. That's it. That's all. Sometimes I'll respond back. I'll have enough time to kind of sit here and just respond, but so that you guys don't feel like I'm not seeing your comments, even if I don't respond and type a comment, I heart it to let you know that I did see it. And I appreciate you guys commenting under the videos, because that helps. From what I understand, commenting and liking the video and even sharing the video helps to grow the channel and helps to get it into the algorithm or whatever. Y'all, don't get me to line saying that I done got the algorithm figured out, because I have not. What I have figured out though with YouTube is this. What I realized is, if I want my channel to grow really fast, I have to start uploading drama and foolery, which I don't do that. My channel is pretty much a clean channel. You know, you might hear me drop a couple of cuss words every now and again and all that, but for the most part, there's no ratchetness or any type of drama, no online beef, none of that going on this channel. So I'm appreciative of my subscribers, because my channel has grown organically versus it growing real fast behind some drama, and then those people that came to the channel for the drama don't stick around to see the other stuff. Because that's what I noticed too. I watch a lot of different channels on YouTube. I'm in a lot of chats and stuff like that, a lot of reactor channels, and some of the channels that they react to and stuff like that, I noticed that as far as views, the videos that they get the views on is the ones with the foolery, but the ones that's just regular schmegular stuff are the ones that they don't get that many views on. And so that's that with YouTube. I figured that out. Like, oh, okay, drama and sex sells, basically. But it's all good, y'all. That's the world we live in, huh? But yeah, I'm cool. Like, I'm not even tripping or nothing. I do have a milestone that I want to reach by the end of the year. But girl, I'm just chilling. Like, I'm not, you know, what's for me is for me. That's how I look at it. What's for me is for me. So, y'all, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what my next move is, because now I done got tired, okay? My energy level has come down. I feel like I'm coming down off of caffeine or something, like I'm going through a crash. And that's because I've been moving around all day. And the longest I've sat down was me doing my nails. So now I'm still sitting here and I'm talking to you guys. But as I'm sitting here and as I was doing my nails, I was watching, or well, it's still on, 13 Ghosts. And I've seen this movie like so many times. But the one thing that I say every single time that I see it is I would be an absolute nutcase if I was that person that every time I touch somebody or somebody touched me, their whole life flashed before my eyes. Like, I would be absolutely insane in the head. Like, I wouldn't want to be around anybody. I would literally want to be like old girl on Final Destination in the padded room. Like, don't come near me. Don't even, just send me my stuff through the glass window, because I don't have time. And make sure you have gloves on. Just in case our fingertips tap each other by accident. Girl, I can't do it. I can't do it, girl. What kind of life can I live like that? Every person I talk to, I'm in the mall and I accidentally bump into somebody, or I'm at work. Let's say I worked outside of the home. If I'm at work and we accidentally touch or got it, like, oh, girl, every time somebody touch me, I'm looking at your life and what you done did in your life and the people that passed in your life. Oh my gosh, that would drive me absolutely insane. I would get so tired of it. For real. And I know dude got to be tired of it. It's okay. So 13 Ghosts, basically, there's this dude in the movie where every time you touch him, he can see your whole life, right? He even every now and then break out into seizures. It's horrible, y'all. Like, it's crazy. I don't even understand how he's still walking around trying to live a normal life. But anyway, so him, this other guy, and this lady, you know, they lure this family to this house where they're hoarding ghosts. Basically, there's ghosts in the basement, and the family that they bring to the house, they done had this man bring them to the house, and they was gonna pay him or whatever, but he didn't make it out the house. So anyway, the family that they're bringing to the house is the nephew of the guy who is collecting all these ghosts. Not the guy who can see the ghosts, but the other guy who's collecting them all and is using the guy who can see the ghosts to collect them all, if that makes sense. So girl, so they get to the house, and the dad, he's not, you know, really knowing why he's there at first. You know, they love the house. It's really different. They're exploring and stuff like that. But then stuff started getting crazy, right? Because inside this house, there's a whole basement with ghosts in it. And the only way you can see the ghosts is if you have these glasses on. So the little boy, it's at the point now where the little boy go down in the basement. And so the ghosts are behind glass, but the house is built to where all of the ghosts that are collected are supposed to be like the key to open like a portal to hell or whatever, right? Now, the guy that they done brought to the house, his wife died like a few months prior. So at first he don't know that his wife is one of the ghosts in his house, but he soon find that out later on when stuff start getting crazy, and these doors that these ghosts are behind start opening, because they're behind these glass doors with these spells on them, and they can only get out if the door open. Well, the house itself is on like this little timer or whatever. So the guy who brought them there, when he went for the briefcase that had the money in it and he lifted it up, that activated everything that's supposed to go on with the house. So now it's the guy, his family, which is his daughter and his son, but he got the nanny too, which is Rod Digger. She was a rapper back in the day, used to hang with Busta Rhymes and his crew, and she the nanny. So now they're in this house. So now the dad is realizing something ain't right. It's time to roll up out of here, right? So he trying to find the son. They walking around looking for the little boy, but the little boy is in the basement with the ghost, and he got on a pair of glasses, right? So he can see the ghost. But girl, okay. So anyway, so now they trying to get through this house because it's kind of like a maze, right? So now they trying to get through this house, trying to find the little boy or whatever. But they're in there with the uncle and the guy who can see the ghost. Now the lady that was helping them get the ghost in the beginning, she ain't showed up yet. She gonna show up and be Captain Saver, a fake Captain Saver later on, because she gonna make them think she's saving them, but then it come out while she really there, right? So anyway, girl, and that's when he learned that his wife is one of the ghosts. So now, okay, all the doors are opening, the ghosts are coming loose, and they just walking around killing folks. And these ain't no regular type of ghosts, y'all. These ain't no black shadow peeking around the corner somewhere, or a rocking chair that's rocking with ain't nobody in. Like, this ain't your Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunter. Like, girl, no, these are some thriller killer ghosts, okay? Like, they don't give a they don't care. They killing you. And that's exactly what they was doing the whole time. They was killing these poor people in here. Now, the uncle who built this house, at some point, he faked his death. So they think he dead, right? But he ain't dead. He alive. But they don't know he alive until the end, because remember, they got these special glasses on. Now, the crazy part about it is the dad, they wanted to do, the dude that could see the ghost kept telling him, hey, it's ghosts in the basement, ghosts in the basement. You know, he ain't trying to hear it, because, what can't be explained, people think you're crazy, right? But then he actually see one of the ghosts when he put the glasses on, and he trying to hightail it up out of there, y'all. They trying to get up out of there, but they got to get the little boy. So, girl, Okay, so then this little portal thing that this man done built in the middle of the house is activated now, because they done turned on this spell to bring all the ghosts to that point of the house. So now they at the point of the house. But before that, he going around snatching the kids up, right? They think he dead, but he's snatching them up, and he done tied them up and put them in the middle of this portal. And the dad, he walking around looking for him. Now he done seen his wife, because he got the glasses on, right? Ooh, child. Crazy. Okay, so he got to sacrifice. A life has to be sacrificed in order to open up this portal, right? Now, he basically got to save his kids. So now he got to jump into this portal that's look like it's gonna rip him to shreds. Once he jump in it, he got to jump and save the kids, y'all. It's so, like, this movie is so crazy, y'all. Every time I see it, I'm like, Lord, please don't let me ever end up in a house like that. Like, I would just pee on myself all the time seeing all these ghosts. And I want to say that this is actually a remake of a movie. Like, I think there's a classic, like an older version of this movie. I think this is actually a remake, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so sorry y'all if y'all hadn't seen the movie. That was basically your spoiler alert. It's an old movie. I forget when it came out. Let me hit the guide. But yeah, y'all done seen this movie so many times. Oh, I hit exit. What am I exiting out of? It's on regular TV. What did they say? 2001. Speaking of 2001, I need to go get my eyes checked, y'all. I want me some new frames so bad. I've had these for, how old is Olivia? I've had these for 12 years. These particular frame of glasses. And before I got these glasses, I was walking around here with no glasses, trying to fake like I can see when I really could not. Okay, like, I'm nearsighted. I can't see far. Like, I can see. It just depends on what I'm looking at. Everything kind of look fuzzy depending on the size of it. Like, if I take my glasses up now, like, I can see the TV and see who's on it and all that. It do look a little bit fuzzy, but the little logo that's at the bottom of the screen, like, I know I'm watching AMC, but if I didn't know that, I would not be able to see what the logo is. Like, I can't make out what that says. I just know that there's a gray box at the bottom of the screen. I have no idea if there's anything written in it or if it's just a gray box. So I want to go. It's been so long since I had an eye exam. I went to what's it called, America's Best, back when they was having the $99 for 2 pair deal, but you still had to pay for the eye exam, or some deal they had back then. I don't know if they're still running that deal or not, but some deal they had back then. I need to go get my eyes rechecked because I do notice a difference in my vision, and I want to switch my frames. I have a backup pair of glasses with these frames, and they're black, but they're smaller in size. So, and I didn't realize that until one day I went to switch, because these are like a brown with like kind of rosy color at the bottom, and the other ones are just all black. And one day I went to switch them out because I wanted to switch up how I look, and the frames are skinnier than these, and they don't look good on my face, and they're too loose. They keep sliding down, like even, you know, worse than these. But girl, yeah, that is a goal of mine for 2022, is to get me some new glasses. I just have to make time for myself to go do it, because that is important. I need to see. But anyway, y'all, I think I done rambled y'all to death at this point. Good night. See y'all tomorrow.